Welcome to Poppet Radio, the only place to listen in to mysterious tales and wondrous adventures of Poppets growing up in the Plague Poppet Orphanarium.
Human?
Yes, Poppet?
I think all humans should know we're only 6 inches tall.
That's what makes you a small and mighty friend.
I'm Preston.
And I'm Franklin.
If you've ever wanted to know what life is like when you're only 6 inches tall, you've come to the right place. Last time on Who Murdered Radioactive Rex. My fierce and tiny 2-inch tall T-Rex friend, the lead in the local play, had gone missing. A scrap of green pelt and a bow tie at the morgue were all that was left, and he was presumed dead. But I had my doubts, especially after a visit to the Cumberbundery, a suspicious business selling cummerbunds and very possibly bow ties. One look behind that door and my suspicions were confirmed. What looked like hundreds of radioactive Rexes were toiling away in the dim light. What fresh hell was this? Looks like you're in the business of bow ties.
We do dabble.
Seems to me this is a full-blown bow tie operation, and it looks like your business is booming.
It surely is. We're the only shop in town since the other establishment went out of business about a week ago.
Out of business, huh? Who used to sell bow ties?
A Miss Cravat, currently living in a bag on Down and Out Avenue.
The only game in town, huh? My velvets were tingling, just like they do when someone is lying. It was time to make my way down to Down and Out Avenue. Or was it up to Down and Out Avenue? In a sea of paper bags, Ms. Cravat's place was easy to find. It was covered in polka dots. Ms. Cravat, I presume?
Yes, that's me. Who are you, please?
Name's Preston Peppercorns, P.I. I'm investigating the murder of Radioactive Rex.
Murder? That's impossible. He picked up my last collection of bow ties in person.
Did he seem different or strange to you?
Well, he's a 2-inch tall T-Rex, so yeah.
I mean, did he look different? Did he seem himself?
Well, now that you mention it, he did look odd, yeah. He was wearing sunglasses, and he seemed lumpier than usual.
Lumpier, huh?
Yep.
Sunglasses, huh?
Yep.
Where was he headed?
To the theater, I think. I used to be the supplier for the rabble-rousers, the concession stand, too. They needed my bow ties to bring in the dough, so the theater wouldn't shut down. Real popular, those bow ties.
Thanks, Miss Cravat. You've been a real doll.
Actually, I'm considered more of an action figure.
Pardon me.
Easy mistake to make, honey. Have a good night, detective.
On the way to the theater, hypothesis began to form in my stuffings. I had a feeling radioactive Roland was posing as radioactive Rex. He had something to do with Rex's disappearance. I could feel it in my guts. When I got to the theater, I saw a show canceled sign on a locked door. Just then, an actor called to me out the second-story window.
Detective Peppercorns, just the Poppet we wanted to see. I'll let you in.
I see you had to shut down the show.
We had to do it. Our lead actor, understudy, and hurdy-gurdy guy, they never showed up. Can't have no show with so many no-shows.
That's not the only problem, Detective. Opening night of the play was a disaster. Ties at the concession stands caused an allergic reaction to the whole audience. Actors, too.
There were eruptions of itchiness all over.
And boils.
And leaky colors.
Eruptions of itchiness, boils, and leaky colors.
Yeah, it's this shipment of new bow ties. Everyone's allergic to them.
Then it came to me.
Oh, honey, what came to you?
It's a stab in the dark, but I think these bow ties are knockoffs.
Knockoffs!
Right, knockoffs. Miss Cravat went out of business a week ago. These aren't her bow ties.
Well, then, whose are they?
I suspect the bow tie delivery was made by radioactive Roland, the understudy. I don't think he was interested in your play, just your cold, hard cash.
Well, no wonder the bow ties were so cheap. Now all we have is cases of bow ties, boils, and no play.
Cases of bow ties, huh? I'd like to have a look at those.
Over here, detective.
My suspicions were confirmed. The cases were covered in Cumberbundery factory stickers. Seems like the Cumberbundery was where all the action was. I needed to get in without anyone seeing me, so I could find out what was going on.
If you're gonna infiltrate the Cumberbundery, you're gonna need your spoon.
This calls for the big guns. I'm packing my fork.
Better call in backup.
She was right. I needed to call on Bertram Bellwether. Got a phone in this joint?
gosh, it's right over there, honey.
Bertram Bellwether.
Bertram, we're going on a stakeout. Could be dangerous. Better bring your fork. When we got there, the place was operating at full speed ahead. We gotta get in there, Bertram. I have a plan.
What do you figure? There's several thousand of them and 2 of us.
We're gonna walk straight through the front door, see? There's only one fella at the front, and you're gonna try on some cummerbunds.
So the old distraction technique, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. You're gonna tell him all about the boils you suddenly got and cause a kerfuffle.
Yeah?
Yeah. Then I'll give him the slip while you're kerfuffling and make my way to the back.
Good luck, Detective.
Good luck, Bertram.
How can I help you, sir? I'm here to purchase some cummerbunds. Right this way, sir.
Getting past the proprietor was easy. Too easy.
Hey, what are you doing back here?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You ain't no Rex.
It was true. Everyone around me was 2 inches tall, and I stood out like a sore thumb.
You ain't no thumb.
Get him!
Bertram, run!
This way, this way.
They're heading that way.
Gotcha. What do we do with them, boss?
The boss was no other than Radioactive Roland. The telltale lumps and lazy eye gave him away.
Rawr.
Boss says put him in the broom closet with the others.
Rawr.
It was dark in the closet, but I had no Radioactive Rex's voice anywhere. Good to see you, Rex.
Rawr.
It seemed we weren't alone in the broom closet. Harold Birdie, the hurdy-gurdy guy, I presume.
At your service.
Do you always hang out in closets with your hurdy-gurdy?
Not this particular closet, no. Normally I practice in my closet at home on account of the noise complaints, basically. Had to replace the gurdy twice after neighbors threw it out the window. Not the most popular instrument, I suppose. I don't know what's wrong with people. It's the most beautiful sound on the planet.
Just then, I had an idea. If everyone in the city hated the hurdy-gurdy so much, everyone else in the building would too.
Well, I'm just offended.
Don't feel too bad, Harold. Your Gertie's gonna get us out of this closet, so play your heart out.
What then?
I got my fork. You just keep playing, I'll get us out of here. Well, that's just awful.
Where's that coming from?
Could somebody make it stop?
It's coming from the closet.
Watch out, he's got a fork. Head to the elevator.
Oh, hey, guys.
How's it going, Bertram?
Rawr.
Radioactive Rex, I see you're not dead.
Rawr.
Hello, Bertram.
You must be Harold.
In the flesh.
What floor?
Try the 13th. It's usually not there.
There's no button for the 13th floor.
It's the one with the question mark.
Good detective work, Peppercorns.
Rawr. Radioactive Rex was right. The 13th floor was some kind of alternate reality.
Technically, it's the Christmas universe. They call me Mr. Multimundos.
Christmas universe?
This is the only place in the city to store it. It's Christmas every day on the 13th floor.
Mr. Multimundos, how did you end up here?
I'm not just here, I'm everywhere.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That checks.
Fancy a Christmas cookie?
Rawr. No time for cookies, Rex. Can you get us out of here, Mr. Multimundos?
The elevator is over there.
Where to now, detective?
We have all the evidence we need to put that criminal enterprise out of business. We just gotta wait in line.
Welcome to the Bureaucratic Department of Bureaucracy. Please take a number.
14 hours and 42 seconds later. Ladies and gentlemen, this order. Ladies and gentlemen, this court will come to order. Radioactive Roland, you are hereby pronounced guilty for generous, devious, and underhanded activities, including, but not limited to, an ethical workforce of multitudinous radioactive family members at large, without pay or snacks. Illegal compounds in manufacturing causing itching, boils, and leaky colors. Monopoly of manufacturing bow ties in a cummerbundery factory. Mr. Roland, a tie shop is a tie shop, and a cummerbundery is a cummerbundery. For the general emotional financial inconveniences of Miss Cravat, you are hereby sentenced to answering phones in the complaint department of the Bureaucratic Department of Bureaucracy for the term of 100 years. After taking down the criminal bowtie enterprise, Miss Cravat returned to her shop, and the proceeds from the bowtie factory were handed over to the theater to begin rehearsals in their new play, The Bowtie Debacle, a musical featuring Radioactive Rex as the lead. A real whodunit.
The bow tie was a faux tie?
Bow tie was a faux tie.
It seems the play was a big hit. I headed backstage with a box of dangerously good baked goods to congratulate the actors.
We owe you one, Detective Peppercorns. Our new play is all the rage in the city.
And no more boils.
Rawr! Thanks, Radioactive Rex. But I didn't do it alone. With the help of
Bertram Bellwether.
and
Eveline Danger.
we brought those criminals to justice. Ever lose your rubber bumblebee? Tired of asking yourself, if I were a rubber bumblebee, where would I be? Here at RemoteCo, we have the know-how to put a remote on it.
For the cat?
You bet.
My pet spider?
Not a problem.
My beloved rubber bumblebee?
Guaranteed. 1-800 put a remote on it. Call us today. Batteries and duct tape not included.